it. Disney are embroiled in some sort of navel-gazing over a remake of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And the dwarf community apparently has said that their views should be respected and that the dwarfs shouldn't be animalised like they were in the first version. And yeah, I get all that, and I can see the disabled lobby making their points as well, and I get all that. But I just think, why is Disney remaking Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Think about it. This is a young girl who lives with 7 grubby little men who spend their days mining. She has to cook and clean for them. And in her spare time, she sits on her own singing, "Someday my prince will come." What the hell is that all about? I've come outside just to cool off. Woo. Anyway, that's my take on the Disney brouhaha. Don't go back, don't look back, move forward and pick some fairy tale that's going to empower women and young girls and get them to aspire to do something different. Hold on, don't go just yet. There's more to come. I'm forever bashing my colleagues in the mainstream media, but instead of brickbats, this week I've got a few bouquets to deliver, especially to investigative sleuths Hamza Saeed and Brian Reed, 2 journalists who've pulled together an 8-part podcast, which has reignited the controversy surrounding the so-called Trojan horse plot, which triggered a series of police raids, takeovers, and chaos in schools in central Birmingham, where high proportions of pupils were Muslims. It seems all sorts of folk had a hand in this murky affair, including the Tory government minister, Michael Gove, who ignored repeated warnings that the Trojan horse affair was indeed bogus and pressed instead with a really toxic narrative that indicated some Muslims holding extremist views were taking over the schools. If you've not listened to the Trojan Horse Affair podcast, do so now. It's so well worth listening to. And the evidence revealed in this New York Times podcast is staggering. In a nutshell, the Islamist plot to subvert state schools in the city was a load of hogwash. These 2 journalists uncovered more than any official investigations by the government, Ofsted, Birmingham Council and all, including the former national head of counter-terrorism, Peter Clark. He was actually commissioned to do this job by Gove himself, while the identity of the poisonous individual who penned the letter in the first place, which triggered the Trojan horse affair, has never been discovered. What this dynamic duo have really done is convincingly establish there was absolutely zero evidence in a concerted Islamic plot or radicalization of pupils. Cracking journalism. Let's have more facts than the spurious BS we're fed on a daily basis. Another virtual bouquet is winging its way to Indian student Muskan Khan, who stood her ground and confronted a bunch of male thugs outside her college in Karnataka state. The far-right group, who were wrapped in saffron-coloured scarves, followed and harassed the niqabi, chanting, "Hail Lord Ram." Well, that was the English translation anyway. Suddenly, instead of running from them, she stopped and turned back and stared them straight in the eyes and shouted, "Allahu Akbar," which we all know is God is the greatest. Despite them heckling, threatening and hurling abuse, These cowards were repelled by this lioness of the Ummah. The video of this ugly incident showing misogynistic thugs trying to intimidate a lone female student has gone viral. This was girl power in action. And Muskan Khan isn't the only one fighting back. Watch this amazing woman tackle an armed robber inside a shop. Didn't she do well? Better than me anyway, after my runaway husband's performance while out for a romantic stroll on a deserted beach. Watch what happens when I ask him for a kiss. And while you're all laughing at my expense, I bid you adieu from Midweek Crisis, presented by me, Yvonne Ridley, and produced by the